don't know how long I'll be live for, but hey, we got a live stream up today. You're welcome, people. Just coming here and chilling with y'all for a bit. And also, obviously, I have an anime discussion, hence the title, so there's that too.
Live. Finish. Button. Live. 23 seconds. Finish. Button.
We're gonna just wait for people to come in. I kind of shared this around a few places, so let's see if people actually join.
Zero watching. Welcome to zero. Live. 40. Zero watching now. Zero likes. Welcome. Zero watching now. Zero likes. Welcome to zero watching now. Zero likes. Well, chat up. Filter. Options. Fill. Chat. Well, zero watching. Live. 1 minute 37 seconds.
I'll wait until like 10 minutes. If anything, maybe people will be watching them. I'm not sure.
Zero watching now. Zero likes. Well, chat up. Fill. Options. Well, zero watch. Live. 2 minutes 33 seconds. Zero watching now. Zero likes. Live. Zero watching now. Zero likes. Welcome to zero watching now. Well, chat up. Fill. Option. Fill. Chat. Welcome to live chat. Zero watching now. Zero likes. Well, zero watching now. Zero likes.
Excuse me.
Welcome to live chat. Zero watching now. Live. 4 minutes 58 seconds. Zero watching now. Zero likes. Welcome to 0 watching now. Live. 6 minutes 11 seconds. 0. Welcome to live. Switch camera. Chat off. Filter. Option. Filter. Chat. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. Learn more. Actions available. YouTube. Now. Blackscape. Super Saiyan Blue Berserk. 0 watching. Live. 6 minutes 47 seconds. Live. 6 minutes 49 seconds. Live. 6 minutes 51 seconds. 0 watching now. 0 likes.
Hope everyone's night or morning or afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. Hope everyone's having a good day. Hope everyone's staying safe. And yeah.
Welcome to 1 watching now. 0 likes.
Okay, we got one watching. Finally. I don't know who it is, but welcome. Welcome to whoever it is. I feel like I get the feeling I might know who it is, but I don't know.
Welcome. 1 watching. Cat. Switch. Chat up. Switch. Kathy Potter the gamer. He.
Sup.
Welcome to live. 1 watch. Kathy. Switch. Kathy Pop. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your private. Learn more. Kathy. Switch camera. Cat. Welcome to live. 1 watching now.
If you wanna like share the words. If you wanna share the stream around, you can. That way we can get more people watching. I already did that, but like I did that. It took us this long to get one person watching. So I mean, then again, it's like 6 over here, so I'm not entirely surprised. People might be getting home from stuff right about now, but I'm not sure. But
YouTube now.
If you want to share the stream around, feel free.
Live. 1 watching now. 0 likes. Welcome. Kathy Potter the gamer. Oops, I meant hi. I hate my phone.
It's all good.
Switch camera. Kathy. Welcome. 1 watching now. 1 like.
And that song is stuck in my head, and I don't know why, but it's a great song, and I'm not complaining.
Well, Kathy. Switch camera. Well, 1 live. 9 minutes 11 seconds.
I'm gonna let us get to 10 minutes, and then I'll probably just start talking. If people show up, then they show up. If they don't, they don't.
Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your pride. 1 watching now. 1 like. Welcome. Switch camera. Well, 1 live. 9 minutes 37 seconds. 1 watching now. 1 like. Live. 10 minutes.
All right.
0 watching. Welcome to live chat. 0 watching now. 1 like.
Well, that person went bye-bye.
Welcome. Kathy. Switch camera. Well, 0 watching now.
All right. Well, regardless. So you see the title. You know what this is about. But if you don't, well, let's just, I guess, explain what it's about. So, for any of you who know what Dragon Ball is, it's an anime about this kid named Goku, who goes on a bunch of adventures with his friends, mainly because of the fact that he's trying to look for the Dragon Balls, which are these 7 wish-granting orbs that, when all put together, brings forth a magical dragon, who can grant you any wish, as long as it's not above the power of his creator. So later on, down the line, we discover there are Namek Dragon Balls, aka Dragon Balls made by the Grand Elder on Namek. Little side note, the original Dragon Balls were also made by Namekian. That dude just happened to be on Earth. So the one on, or that dude happened to make those when he came to Earth. but the ones on Namek were strictly made on there. And the difference between that and this, well, there's a few differences. One, the one that we have is named Shenron, and he can talk English. The one on Namek is known as Porunga, and aside from basically being Shenron, but like on mega steroids because he's seriously huge. Um, he also doesn't speak English. He speaks Namekian language or Namek, whatever you want to call it, until later down the line he's recreated by Dende, another Namekian who ends up coming to Earth after Namek was blown up. Spoiler alerts, by the way. Sorry, but yeah, when they come to Earth and they make the Dragon Balls there, and a few things change. On Namek, he was able to grant three wishes. On Earth, he was only able to grant two, but they kept his powers. Or at least when it came to the Dragon Balls that Dende made, they kept his powers. And he's also, still known as Shenron on Earth and not Porunga, but that's a whole different thing. Um, I believe the Namek ones are still the Namek ones. They're just taken over by someone else. And then we've got. So yeah, Shenron, one wish. Porunga, three wishes. Recreated Shenron, two wishes. Porunga, still three wishes from what I know. Then we go even deeper into Dragon Ball history with Dragon Ball Super, where we find these things called the Super Dragon Balls. They're basically what they sound like, only one, they're the size of planets. There's still seven. There's still seven of them. That hasn't changed. But there are the size of planets basically. And when you release this dragon, well, remember how the Namekian one couldn't really speak English? He had to speak in the Namekian language. Well, with these, you have to speak in the divine tongue of the gods or the angels. So basically, the deities within Dragon Ball that are considered gods or angels. They are the gods of destruction, and there are the angels who are basically they're more powerful than them, but they're also like controlled by the nature of neutrality, the order of neutrality. So they kind of have to remain neutral and serve the gods, even though they're way more powerful than them, because of the law of neutrality. That's what I was trying to say. But yeah, they're the only ones who can actually speak to the dragon because they're the only ones who know the language. Unless you have the Kais, some of the Kais who are basically the opposites of the gods of destruction, their counterparts, gods of creation, obviously. They also speak the divine language, but not a lot of them really, go searching for the Super Dragon Balls like that.
Discord. Now.
So now that I mentioned the angels, now we're going to talk about why I made this in the first place. So when it comes to Dragon Ball, there's this whole thing about power levels and how strong someone really is. And trust me, that gets real old after a while. But however, it does bring up a good question because now we're in Dragon Ball Super, which I'm just gonna say this off the bat. I don't care who disagrees with me. When you look at the timeline, it's kind of true. A lot of people have been saying it. GT technically does come after Super when it comes to its events, considering stuff that happened in Super. Where we are in Super right now, we're not even at the end of Z yet, so we haven't met people like Oob and all those people. Pan is still a baby, yada yada yada. So yeah, technically GT comes after, which is funny considering that means we knew about the Super Dragon Balls before we knew about the Black Star ones, which are basically Dragon Balls that were made before Kami and Piccolo separated. And we got the ones on Earth that we know now. Or that we knew before Dende came and recreated them. But regardless of all that. So in Super, like I said, we found out about the Gods of Destruction. There used to be 18 universes, or 19, depending on the Beyond Dragon Ball Super thing, if you want to actually put that into the canon. Now there's only 12. For each universe, there is a Supreme Kai. With the Supreme Kai comes the God of Destruction, or a Destroyer God, aka someone who, can destroy the universe or erase any being on there if they really see it fit. And they're basically put with the Kai to, keep order, because, creation and destruction, the balance has to be kept. So with every Supreme Kai, there's a God. Now, then we go out of those 12 universes, and we go to the one who looks over all the universes, the Omni King, who is basically the god of destruction for the universe, for the multiverse. And just like every god, he has an angel as well, known as the Grand Priest, who is the father to all of the angels. Now, we've got certain powers that the gods have, and technically they're
YouTube. Now. YouTube.
they're given to them in a way, I think, by the angels much they actually do, but they can. And this is called autonomous ultra instinct. So basically, what the angels can do that's actually pretty cool is they don't fight unless necessary, but when they do fight, they're able to fight without thinking. So in other words, they can fight and they can move without even having to think about it. Their body basically just reacts and tells them where to go without them having to think. Now, Goku later on down the line in the Tournament of Power ended up figuring out how to do this. And I'm just going to say it out the bat. One of the best fights ever when he unlocked that. I loved that fight so much. There were like 2 fights that we got to see with him using that, and it was so, so cool. But this brings us to the topic. Gods can do that, but you usually only see angels who are able to achieve that form. Therefore, Goku, knowing this form and mastering it, is on angel level at this point. So God forbid something happened to Beerus, the god of destruction for Universe 7, aka Goku's universe, or what you want to call the main Dragon Ball universe, because that's pretty much the only universe that we really stay in. But regardless, Beerus, who's the god of destruction for Universe 7, and his lieutenant Whis. God forbid something ever happens to them, Goku would be taken over as that universe's angel. Vegeta, on the other hand, would be the god of destruction, just based on his personality and nature and everything like that. But this is then where I ask the question, when it comes to angel status, or just the hierarchy status in the universe, is Goku above the angels? Here's why I think he is, right? Okay, we've got the gods, the angels, and above all them, we've got the Omni King. Now, above the Omni King, there's only 2 other people who are really above him, because there are said to be 5 most powerful beings in all of the universe. We don't know all of them, but we know the Grand Priest is at least one of them. I'm going to assume the Omni King is another one. And then the, what do you call them? Something guards. I forget the name that comes before them. But they're basically these guards that look over Zeno and, keep him safe and everything. And I'm going to just assume, with them being 2 of them, they're also part of that 5 set. So either Zeno is or isn't. But I'm assuming the guards and the priest are both up there. Now, here's what's cool about that. When you think of someone who's ruling over the entire multiverse, you think of someone really scary, someone with all this power, someone who just radiates fear. That's not at all what Zeno is, though. That's what makes it so funny. Zeno is basically the embodiment of a toddler, personality and all, and he even sounds like it. And he's the one who's controlling all this. But people are still afraid of him because if he loses his, if he gets angry, stuff tends to go down and things get erased. Like I said, we had 18 or 19 universes before this. All of them are gone now except for the 12 that we have. Just because Zeno could. Just because he had the power, he got annoyed, most likely, and could. So he did. Yeah, but then you have Goku over here, who does this with literally everyone. Back in Dragon Ball, when Kami was said to be like the most powerful person on the entire Earth, Goku just walked up to him like it was nothing. And Dragon Ball Z, when we had people like the Grand Elder, or not the Grand Elder, because he never met Goku. But back in Dragon Ball Z, when you got people like Frieza, who at that time were said to be the most powerful, this dude walked up to him, saw what he was doing to his friends, and made it clear, okay, yeah, I came here for a fight, and on top of that, what you just did to my friends was uncalled for. Me and you are going to square up, and you're going to have to die. I'm sorry, that's just how it is. Then, we've got all these other people, the gods of destruction, all the way to Zeno. Oh, and we have the Kais. Backtrack for a bit. The Kais, so technically don't backtrack, you don't really have to, but the Kais. King Kai, said to be one of the most powerful people ever when Goku first met him. Acts nothing like it, and Goku made friends with him right away. Then we've got the Grand Kai, who's right above the North Kai or King Kai and the other 3 Kais. Goku talked to him like it was nothing, made jokes with him. The first thing he asked him was for a fight. King Kai looked at him like he was crazy. The Grand Kai just looked at him and was like, you know what, sure, what's up? The Supreme Kais, same thing. Walked up to them, just said, what's up? Instantly became friends later on. The Gods of Destruction. After a while, same thing. Now Zeno. This dude who everyone fears. Anytime you mention Zeno in front of Beerus, who by the way is the most powerful god of destruction under the Omni King and all that. You know, he's the most powerful out of the 12. He breaks out into sweats whenever you say Zeno's name, trembles whenever Zeno's near him. But Goku and him have such a wholesome friendship. It's crazy to think that this is the person that is responsible for destroying 6, if not 5 universes beforehand, and can do the same thing here. Or 6, if not 7 beforehand, and can do the same thing right now if you get him angry. So, with that being said, with the fact that Goku's able to just continuously do this, I feel like in a way that puts him above that status already because he's friends with people like that. Dude, he has a button that he can press to summon Zeno if he needs to talk to him. Like, it's that crazy. He did it before when we actually needed Zeno for something in a different timeline, and he wanted to see if it worked, so he did it. It worked, and boom, he can summon Zeno whenever he wants. He can talk to Zeno like it's nothing. They're best friends. And on top of that, he has Ultra Instinct, something that he's mastering very quickly and could use to his advantage for fights and to protect the multiverse with. Keep in mind, he's a Saiyan said to be a low class warrior in his race, defeated people like Frieza, defeated people like Majin Buu, is friends with gods and angels, and has autonomous Ultra Instinct now. I'm pretty sure he's above angel level status, people. You could say I'm wrong, maybe I am, but I feel like he's above that status at this point. And especially because he doesn't show any signs of stopping when it comes to getting more powerful. So, like, between that and all the connections he has, this dude is basically, again, like, sitting right next to Zeno and, like, the Grand Priest and all them at this point. He might even become stronger than them at some point. You never know.
Live. 0 watching now. Welcome. Kathy Pod. Kathy. Switch camera. Well, 0. Live. 23 minutes 16 seconds.
But hey, that's just how I feel. Don't know if it's true, but like I said, that's just how I feel. This might be a short stream, honestly, because I was expecting more people, but I don't know if I'm gonna keep on streaming if people aren't here. I kind of just wanted to make this stream to talk to y'all and like get that out and all that. So, like I said, I'll keep streaming for a bit longer. We'll see what happens.
0 watching now. Live. 23 minutes 45 seconds.
If anything, I'll let it get to 24 and then stop it there, honestly. Because, yeah, I don't really have anything else to talk about. Gonna be coming out with the cover tomorrow, so keep on the lookout for that. Gonna be coming out with the song soon, but not giving any spoilers away for that. And, yeah, got some other stuff in the making that's gonna be coming out soon, so stay tuned for that. I hope you guys enjoy it. And hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Thank you to the one person that managed to show up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Love you guys.
Live. 24 minutes 17 seconds. Finish. Button. Finish. Alert. Are you G end. End. But.